Beyond Stranger Things, 10 times Running Up That Hill made TV dramatic. After being featured in the most recent season of Stranger Things, Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill is back on the charts, and longtime fans are overjoyed to see this queerly adored power ballad flourishing. Kate Bush has always been quite picky about how her music is used. The song already exudes a dramatic flair, making it an appropriate needle drop to play during some extremely significant events. Shows have been using such covers to ground an emotional moment for a while. From the unexpected revelations in How to Get Away with Murder to a tragedy on the OC, all of this occurred prior to Stranger Things catapulting the original song to the top of the music charts. So here are other TV scenes that the song soundtracked that demonstrate that we never stopped going up the hill. It's a Sin. The wildly popular Channel 4 drama series It's a Sin included one of Kate's music's most profoundly moving usage on television in recent history. The acclaimed 5-part miniseries by Russell T Davies is set in London between 1981 and 1991 and tells the story of a group of gay men and their friends during the height of the HIV/AIDS epidemic in the country. The drama attracted the highest audience in Channel 4 history. Kate directly granted permission for the use in Running Up That Hill for the episode, as discussed by director Peter Hoare in an article in The Guardian newspaper. I was aware that including Kate Bush was cheeky. Everyone was aware that Russell had included songs because they were in the screenplay and were going to be paid for. Some people like Kate Bush hadn't, but this song struck a chord. When they were all seated around the table, we thought we had hit it under control. Since the song and that scene are stating the same thing, I'm pleased it's not there anymore. They're just sitting there contemplating their options. What can they say when Jill accepts responsibility? The subject of that song, which is about men and women switching places, is undoubtedly relevant. Any of them could have been the culprit. The OC. Despite drastically altering the tone of the show, Season 4 had a promising start and was ultimately terminated. The original Running Up That Hill was utilized in the opening scene of the first episode of Season 4, long before odd occurrences gave rise to Kate Bush. Ryan leaves the Coens' home after Marissa passes away and ends up residing and working in a bar. Ryan goes to a motel to see Julie and makes preparations for Volchok's retaliation as Sandy searches for her dad and attempts to bring her back home. When observing how Marissa's death has affected both of these individuals, Placebo, the song's cover, is playing in the background, which gives a true representation of sorrow in the scene. Big Little Lies. 5 women who live in Monterey, California, are directly impacted by a death that occurs in the first season. Their personal lives are much more chaotic by Season 2. Madeline, a stay-at-home mother, is dealing with the fallout from cheating on her husband, Ed. He finds himself in The Bad Mother at an odd fork in the path. He runs across Tori, whose husband was Madeline's business colleague, at a coffee shop. Ed is anxiously scanning the area for anyone who could recognize him. Tori, on the other hand, maintains her composure. She has determined that having sex with Ed will help her recover from this affair the fastest, since it'll restore the balance. Once more, a gentle Placebo cover can be heard in the background, its lyrics teasing what might occur if the two actually carry out their plan. Pose. Fans of the popular FX series Pose have dubbed the Kate Bush song, which first appeared in the series' pilot, as the official soundtrack to the romance between Stan, played by Evan Peters, and Angel, played by India Moore. Even though Pose's romance was ultimately short-lived, followers have retweeted the moment, demonstrating that it still holds special meaning for them. The Chocolate War. The renowned Kate Bush song was originally used in this movie, joining other well-known songs like In My Room and Ode to Boy by Yazoo. Keith Gordon, the director of the movie, follows a group of Trinity Catholic school pupils known as the Vigils. Running Scared. This BBC children's drama's eerie title song, Running Up That Hill, terrified many young people in the 1980s. The drama focused on a teen with uncovered evidence against a gang lead by a role played by Christopher Ellison, who was also the star of The Bill. The Vampire Diaries. Even though it would take some time before TV dramas were free of the Placebo cover, the opening song of the first episode, Running Up That Hill, did a great job of setting the mood for this show about vampires that was equal parts campy and grim. What better way to start it off than with these supernatural beings brooding and taking themselves too seriously? Bones. Booth, played by David Boreanaz, and Bones, characterized by Emily Deschanel, look into the churned-up remains of an FBI agent. Evidence connects the two to a murder case that occurred 30 years prior and to a plot involving the Bureau as the two investigate the matter further. The father of Bones, Max Keenan, a guy with a questionable history, is also linked via hints. Yes, Kate Bush's song is well known, but Placebo's cover has a darker undertone. Although not everything is as it seems to make sense that Bones would utilize this cover when Max sets fire to the body of another FBI agent. It not only gives viewers a rare glimpse into the before of a crime rather than just the after, but it also serves as a terrifying way to end the program. Glow. The program centers on Glow, or the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, and it is set in the 1980s. The ensemble cast, which is led by Alison Brie and Betty Gilpin, is growing with each new season. The legendary Gina Davis makes a guest appearance in The Libertine Ball from Season 3 as the new boss, Sandy Devereaux. St. Clair, in the episodes Ball, is a celebration of Las Vegas's gay community. Sandy dons her vintage Miss Las Vegas Showgirl 1962 outfit, complete with a headdress and angel white feathers for a rare performance. However, it is abruptly ended when smoke fills the venue's back. As the artists and attendees, all dressed extravagantly and carefree, encounter unattempted arson, Kate Bush's song can be heard in the background. Stranger Things. The popular song, Running Up That Hill, by Kate Bush, is still one of the most popular songs in the world, despite being published almost 40 years ago. The song served as the soundtrack for the 4th season of the Netflix Stranger Things, and served as a means of escape for Max from Vecna. Bush's well-known song has been near the top of the charts for weeks thanks to the events of Stranger Things, which has also increased the number of views for the music video on YouTube. In the series, Max is taken by Vecna, the new antagonist of Stranger Things Season 4, while she is sitting with her friends. Vecna preys on adolescents who have experienced trauma by using his psychic abilities to enter their minds when they are at their most vulnerable. And Max is his next target after the death of her stepbrother. By putting on her headphones and having her listen to her favorite music, Kate Bush is Running Up That Hill, Max's friends were able to quickly get inside her thoughts. As the song played, Max was finally able to escape Vecna's clutches and spring toward her companions. It's the enticing tune about a deal with God and getting him to change our places, with a captivating blend of the main synth and drum machine. It's entirely up to you how literal or abstract anything is. Thanks to the efforts of music supervisor Nora Felder, you heard it on Stranger Things while Max battled for her life. If not, her rendition, Running Up That Hill, A Deal with God, has been covered by groups like Placebo and Track and Field, and it often appears on concerts. Bush is still trending on Twitter, and the song's audio and video streaming, together with a recently released version by Kim Petras, indicate that a new generation is discovering Bush's music. Felder suggests that the song's current appeal is a result of it being a timeless tune. According to Felder, the music would not in any way be seen to have a dated sound if it were written and recorded today. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know what you think in the comments. I'll see you on the channel next time. Until then, it's goodbye.